Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. So it's taken us around about 10 weeks to get all this sorted. Excuse me, it's a little bit windy out here. So welcome to my back garden, my black and white theme that's very Moroccan. I love it, I hope you do too.
But first of all, I'm going to take you through our 10-week journey to get this into place. This black spot on the Indian stone, it looks a state, it needs repointing. There's stuff that's broken. The conservatory is absolutely filthy. The grass needs to grow back. The decking's all chipped and all a mess and needs repainting. The fountain's broken. Our barbecue was broken. The birds have pooed on our furniture. My parasol base is broken. One of the cheap patio heaters is broken. The plant pots are chipped, the hedge needs doing, Frankie Jack's playhouse needs a really good clean after the winter period. There is a lot of work to do. So I'm going to take you through everything that we've done and then show you how we finished off to sit down for dinner. So first of all, I started with cleaning all the cushions, so getting all those right. So they've been in the garage all winter, and so what I wanted to do was take all the covers off and wash them. So I did that and then piled them all back up. You can see the state of the garden. It's an absolute tip. I mean, if you'd have walked into that, you would have said, I will never sit in that garden. Look at the state of it. Washing's out. The decking looks incredibly scruffy, and it doesn't look good. Putting in new decking, I would highly recommend composite, but for us to change it between probably around about £3,500. So we haven't got that. So the next best thing is to paint. So if you've got decking, then paint it. And one of the best paints to go for is flag paints. So we've taped up all the lights. As you can see, the lights, we've taped up with green paper. And that's the paint. It's a heavy duty floor paint. I'll leave you the link in the description for you to be able to go and get it if you are interested, because you can see the transformation that's going to happen. Our decking used to be just the natural wood, but I changed it 2 years ago. We've also got a bit of decking that needs to be changed, which Gary will do. Because there's a hole, and you can see this big planter on the left. It had something hit it over the winter and it's all lost its colour, so we're going to redo that as well. So there's a lot of work to be done. My sprayer, I had a Wagner and it broke on me when we first started, so I ended up doing it with a roller, which was a lot more hard work, I have to say. So if you are thinking about doing your decking, then get a spray gun, and I really recommend Wagners. They're absolutely fantastic. So big job. This took us actually, I think it was around about a full day, because we did a couple of coats on it, but that's finished and it looks amazing. And those planters are so big we couldn't move them, so we just bagged them up. And then I was doing the rest of my cushions. So I don't just buy not just the cushions that are bought for the sofa, I actually buy extra cushions as well to put on my sofa to give it that homely feel. Next, it was moving everything back on the decking. And this Mirage patio heater, they cost you £349 brand new. I got it second hand off eBay for £50. And the reason being is that I don't spend enough time in my garden to spend £359 on a patio heater. Then it was cleaning everything up. It got a little bit dusty with everything that we were doing, even though it'd been power washed. And I used Blue Magic. I'm obsessed with that. It'll be in the description below if you want to go and get it. It is good for absolutely everything. Then we moved the pots again. These are very heavy, so we couldn't move them off the decking, so we had to wrap stuff around it, and then we moved them back. It was a friend of mine that spotted these. They were on a deal at Home Base, and you can see from this where we painted and how good it looks. So we just went over that area where the pots had been. Next job was the patio, and a huge job that was. I did a little bit of the work, but I cannot take credit. Gary did almost all of the patio, but I just wanted to show you when I did a little bit of it. That is a tedious job. I didn't enjoy it. Gary took all of it out and put it all new back in, and then we ended up bleaching the patio as well with a very strong farmer's bleach. It's the first time we've ever done it to get rid of the black spot, and it worked. It was superb. It was so dusty, was the patio, while we were repointing, and that all dragged into the house. So the house was very dusty for around about a week or so, but Gary finished it and it looked absolutely incredible. And also as well, when we put the bleach down, we put it down at night so the dogs and Frankie Jack weren't about, and then we went over it with water the next day. So excuse us straight, I'm always a state on lockdown, aren't I? So we put our scruffs on to come outside to sort out the conservatory. That's our big job today. We are now cleaning the conservatory outside, and I'm going to do
the doors. It's unbelievable because those doors haven't been open for the full winter. When you open them, you can't believe how many cobwebs and things like that are there. So I've got that job to do, so there's going to be a few spiders on me, so I'm going to be screaming today.
Big tip coming up here as well. I bought these new rubber gloves that are silicone. I'll leave a link in the description below for Amazon. They are insanely incredible. So I just use washing up liquid. You can see my bowl up there, and then I just washed all the windows and all the conservatory, and all you need to do is rub your hands over it, because the brush and the silicone nodules are on those gloves, and they're heavy duty as well. They are absolutely brilliant. And then after that, we washed it down, and then I spritzed Williams waterless wash and wax over my windows, but then Frankie Jack went and sprayed water as well. But I did this all over the windows and all over the conservatory. Plus the conservatory needed fixing because the troughing had come off, so Gary sorted that out as well. And we sat back that night. I remember saying, gosh, look at the difference. It will look gleaming and almost like brand new. Well, as brand new as it can be, because it's a very old conservatory, but it looked really good and we were really pleased. Gary also cleaned through all the troughings as well, and you can see there's a bit off there that Gary's got into there that had come off. And then it was Williams waterless wash and wax that you can see. That is a brilliant system to bring your windows up gleaming, and also your PVC. I would highly recommend that as a cleaning product. It is for cars, but I use it mostly around my home. Frankie Jack loves helping us, and he washed the top of the conservatory with his dad on the ladder, and he has such a good time. Next up, it was painting the ornaments, because obviously over time, over the winter, they've got chipped away at. Those white elephants were actually bought grey, but I've painted them white. And later on in the vlog, you'll actually see that I distressed them with a bit of silver, and I did the same with the black ornaments as well. So this was a couple of hours of painting, but you can see that the garden still looks absolutely horrific. There's a lot of work still to be done. We've still got a big pot in the middle of the lawn. We've got the goals, and it still looks very untidy. This is a big job. So Gary and Frankie Jack did the pointing. Frankie Jack was showing me how it worked, and he also had chocolate all around his face, so it looked like I'd been pointing his face. You can see what Gary's just done around the side. Really neat, and it makes your patio and takes it to the next level. Gary does this probably every sort of 4 to 5 years. Another job is the white stones in the pot. We took all of these out of every pot and we bleached them. So when we were putting them back in, obviously after we'd hosed them down, they were going to look a lot better. And then I also used the pink stuff to clean all of my pots and plant pots in the back garden. So because they're white pots, they get very dirty, and obviously they've been handled. So I wanted to get rid of all these marks, and the black pots as well actually show up a lot. So I got the pink stuff and I got rid of it. And every single plant pot was cleaned down within an inch of its life. And then if it needed to be painted, it was also painted. We don't paint the white ones, but most of the black ones will probably have a once over with the black paint that goes on the decking. My plants have arrived. This is from Ideal World. I work at Ideal World. I'm a television presenter, but at the moment in lockdown I'm at home, but I can still order, so, and I get them delivered to my home. So we got a Gardenia, we got some Jasmine Stars. Those were 4 Jasmine, so the scent that you get at night is incredible. Those are Tumbling Tomatoes. We also got strawberries as well to plant for Frankie Jack, so we can grow those, so we can see those over the next couple of months while he's off, because I doubt he'll go back to school before September. So all of this was delivered to my door. Also the compost. The compost is highly sought after, so it's not always in stock, because when it comes in, it flies out. And we ordered 10 lots. It was 8 or 10 lots of the compost this year, but again, all delivered to my door. The beautiful pink pots, which are fabulous, came with, I think it was the Jasmine, but we didn't use them because obviously all the outdoor for me is all black and white theme, which you'll see at the end. So the pink pots I actually gave away to my mum, and we planted all those, did Frankie Jack and I, and then got them all out onto the decking. Gary's barbecue. You'll see the box move in a minute. That's because Frankie Jack has actually crawled inside it. Gary has now built the barbecue. It took 4 hours for assembly, but it's a really good barbie and we needed it. We haven't bought one for over 10 years. And then Frankie Jack used this as his little playhouse. So next up, it's planting out the strawberries and tumbling tomatoes for Frankie Jack. This pot I found in a bush in my front garden. It is mine, but I forgot it was there. It is grey. It shouldn't be. It should be black. And I'm going to paint it once we plant it out. Frankie Jack loves planting out, finding out all about the root system, how it works, the leaves, the sun. But his attention span's not sometimes the greatest. So you'll see him come in and out. So I planted the strawberry plants here. And then in the Lego set that you can see at the front, which is a great system for kids, I'm going to put in the tumbling tomatoes. Those were a little bit tinier, so they went into the little holes for the planting. And then Frankie Jack can move those as and when he wants to into the sun, and then he can water them at night as well with his little watering can. So he keeps in control of those. And in a couple of months' time, I'm looking forward to seeing the outcome of how great they're going to look and what we're going to eat in. Let's have a look at all the plants in my garden. Every single one of them, apart from the Petunia Sophinia, have been bought from Ideal World, and they've been bought over the last 3 years. Their plants are incredible. They're really good quality. They're delivered to your door, and I would highly recommend. Yes, I work there. I'm a television presenter, but I buy my own plants from Ideal World for my garden. So I'm showing you this, and now I'm about to show you the big reveal and what it's like when I've set it up for dinner.
Now, I've set it up as if I'd have a dinner party for 6. Obviously that's not happening because it's the coronavirus, but if you were coming to dinner on a Saturday night, this is how it would look for you to sit down at the table. You know I love doing eventing and things like that, and making things look pretty, and I love this setting very, very much. And so this is my back garden in lockdown, but for only 3 people, but I've set it out for 6. I hope you love it.
So first of all, I wanted to show you from an aerial view from my window upstairs, to show you the black and white theme, and then I'm going to talk you through it. Anybody can create a garden like this. You've just got to be picky where you get your things from, make sure you research, and make sure you get deals on everything. It is not expensive to do, and I'm going to talk you through where I bought things from and how I got them, and where it's possible where I got the deals from, because I think that's really important for everybody to know, because a lot of people go out and buy the most expensive when really you don't need to. Sometimes you do need to, because buy cheap, buy twice, but for a garden that you're not actually using that much, some of the things you can get great deals on. Just hunt round for that bargain. And I do believe that Ideal World is a great place to go and buy your furniture, but I'll talk all through that with you, what I've done, where I bought my stuff from, and how I've put it all together.
So this is coming in from the side. So we've got Frankie Jack's playhouse here, and he's got, I've put in a couple of the fake little sort of trees at the side, just so he looks like he's got a little flower box, but he's all in black and white. Then I've got a Buddha that's lit up at night, and I am going to show you the garden lit up at night, but I wanted to show you like this first of all. So then as we sweep round, this is my black and white garden. So there's lots of different features that I want to show you, but I'll start with, oh, Gary's having a beer over there. So first of all, this actually needs more white stones putting on it, so it is a job that I'm going to do, and I need to hide that white cable. So that it is lit up at night. Then we've got this string of lights underneath here. Unfortunately, you can't get those anymore. They were from Costco, and they're absolutely fantastic because they go under the step as well. These elephants I bought from Home Base, and they were grey, so I've painted them white, and then I've distressed them with a little bit of silver to try and match, and that goes into obviously my conservatory, what I've made into a Bedouin tent, so very Moroccan. In the corner here, so we struggle here, I know it's a great big hose pipe which doesn't look great, but it's the best place for us to put it. So this is a pot that I got from Home Sense. Now these are really expensive, but I paid pittance for it because I got it in the sale. The actual tree in it is fake, and the reason being is this gets no sun at all, so there's no point. We have tried and tried and tried to have real plants, and it's never worked. So this year I've decided I'm going fake. These are from Marbella, and we light them at night with bioethanol, and that actually shoots out fire, and we use them on the front of the house for Halloween. Then we've also, excuse the dogs, then we've got this. Now this was a bit of a joke. I actually purchased this. It's a great big trough, and I purchased this from eBay. It was a real state. I had to really clean it down, but they're actually £550 to buy brand new, and I got it for £29. So it was an absolute bargain. So I filled that with 4 topiary balls, and then I've put some eucalyptus in between, and then some fairy lights, so at night that will actually light up. Over here is we've got a patio heater which we do put on the decking at night, but I'm going to have 2 lights put up there. They're going to be done next week because I've just ordered them. Gary's famous barbecue, which took him 4 hours to put up. Now these tubs, there's a bit of a story behind these. These are actually these are underground pipes and I wanted some great big pots, but as you can see from over here, they are incredibly expensive and I couldn't afford to get so many. So what we did is we bought them. I had them cut down in a farmer's field. I hired a van to go and pick them up, and then I spray painted them, and then the actual trees or plants that are inside actually come from Ideal World. So, and then the lights we've just had put in by a brilliant electrician called Gregg, who's in our area. This is Frankie Jack's little garden, so he's got strawberry plants here and we bring it out onto the patio during the day, so it's like a Lego set, and we've still got strawberry plants to pop in, and I've ordered more black pots. They're on the way. So these are his tumbling tomatoes, and we've also got the wonderful strawberries. And then if we have a look at this section here, this again is all Ideal World. So all the flowers, apart from the petunias, they're not from Ideal World. We do petunia saphinias, but they didn't do them in black and white for me to be able to do it. And as you can see, my whole theme is black and white. So this is a pot I had out front. Don't know whether you like it or not. I love it. Gary didn't, so I brought it round the back. This is a beautiful gardenia and it smells incredible. The jasmine does as well. Then I've also got these that I bought last year. These are Phoenix palms. I've got jasmine here. We've got hydrangeas, which hopefully are going to come through. So once these start blooming and this starts trailing over, this will look really good. And then my 2 lanterns came from QD, which is quality discount, and I think that one was £7.50 and that was a tenner. So they were nothing. So you can really do your garden up for next to nothing. The pots I got from Homebase and I've collected over the years. This little Buddha statue I've had for years, but what I've done is I've painted it black and then I've distressed it with silver, and then my little black ball. Come up here, and then again black pots full of Ideal World apart from the flowers, and again QD, and that was from HomeSense. And then we hit the table. So this is from inside. So if I was having a party, this was actually bought for our wedding 4 years ago, but we still haven't opened it because I'm a stickler for not wanting to open it unless it's special occasion. So I put it out today just to show you. And then what I've done is I put strawberries in ice cubes, and I've just put them on the top. So you don't put them all the way down. You put your cheaper ice at the bottom, and then put your fruit, or you can put leaves in there like bay leaves or mint leaves if you wanted to, or you can put slices of ice and lemon and things like that. And then, of course, this is from inside the house, which I've had for, gosh, it's got to be 20 years. And then I've just put a black tea towel with it. And then this is my garden setup. So I've got these little lanterns, the Moroccan lanterns that I bought. I think these were from... I've got a feeling there's something like B&M bargains, and I got from eBay, and I got 8 of them. I always buy 8 of everything. And then these I picked up on a really good deal from HomeSense, so that all matches my black and white theme. I've had these for years. I don't know where I got these from. These are just plates from HomeSense, although I got a really good deal on them because they're actually Villeroy and Boch, but I only paid about 99p each for them, which was an absolute bargain. My serviettes, my friend has kindly made those for me. I bought the material because I wanted them to match the cushions over there, and then these are from Zara. And then in the middle, I haven't put real hydrangeas because we're in lockdown, very difficult to get to, so I've actually just got these from my event storage that I do parties and things like that, and put those in the middle. And then this was the idea that I had. Now it doesn't look great during the day, but it looks fantastic at night. That's a cantilever that actually holds a parasol, and then what we've done is we've attached a Moroccan lantern to it, and then we've plugged it into electric sockets that we've got around the garden. So at night, if you're having a dinner party, we can bring the patio heater up here. We've got a special ramp that Gary made for Frankie Jack on his bike, so we can pull it up and you can sit under the patio heater. And by the way, that patio heater is £350 to buy. Did I pay that? No. I got it eBay second hand, and I paid about, I think it was about £50 for it. So shop around. That I also got in the sale as well, and that cantilever I bought as a second hand umbrella, and I took the umbrella off. So there's lots of different things that you can do. Now this is the corner that I absolutely love. They're flickering, but they don't. But unfortunately, just before we started to film, our plant's fallen in. So you just have to excuse that. But this is an egg chair that I bought from, I think it was Home Bargains, and I bought it a couple of years ago. All I've done is brought a string of lights from eBay or Amazon, I think it is. And they're outdoor ones. And then I've just tied them around the chair. The only thing I don't like, I'm going to buy some more, is that I don't like this trail in here. So I need more of an extension, so I will do that. And then I've just put a cheap throw that I picked up for a £5 in the sale, and then the cushions, the silver one I think was Home Base and the black one was from the range, and then those up there are just fake flowers or fake foliage that I bought that I put in the top just to hide where the start of the wire starts. That comes from, I think it's the range, and then that I also bought from the range as well, or that could have been Home Sense. Again, I'll shop around and I'll often get things that are in the sale. Now this umbrella is my pride and joy. I absolutely love it, and they are quite expensive, but Home Sense do have them, so just keep checking it out. You often struggle to get the cream though. I was very lucky to get it. Pots and things I got in the sale from Home Base when they were shutting down in the local area. I also got that white one in the sale, and then all the plants, obviously Ideal World. It's a great place, and we do really unusual stuff, and it really lasts in your garden. Then again, the Moroccan lanterns I've had for years. The white I got from Home Sense, the black I got from Home Base when it was closing, and again QD. Now when you're buying your furniture, just have a look around. You don't have to buy expensive. So the two here came under, I think it was £800. I know that's ridiculous, isn't it? Because some people can pay just £1,000 for that. Just have a look around. You don't have to spend an absolute fortune. And again, a great place is Ideal World. If you're after brown and grey, they don't often do black. So I did buy this from somewhere else. Then all the cushions that I bought for this have come from the range. So when you buy your settee, maybe fill in a colour that you've got from somewhere else. So you could get these maybe from B&M, you could maybe pull it from your house if you've got extra ones, etc. But pull that theme through and through your garden furniture. Now on here, I've just got this bottle. I don't know whether anybody remembers. I made it a couple of years ago, but I've just brought that out, and I bought a couple of fashion books just to put on the side for a little bit of a look. This hand, again, very Moroccan, I actually got from Home Sense, and then the two little ones, I think they might have even come from Poundland. Again, all Ideal World, fake flowers, because we can't get real ones. If it was a party that I was doing, I would put real flowers out. And then this Chanel, I've been asked a lot about this from pictures, so this is a bit of a joke really. So this was a diffuser from Next that I bought, and when I was cleaning out the garage a couple of weeks ago, I saw that it was in one of the cupboards, so I brought it out, took the Next label off, cleaned it out inside, and then actually bought that label from a woman from eBay and stuck it on, and voila, it looks like I've got a massive Chanel perfume, but I haven't. And then the peonies I got from Amazon, and then these big white candles again from quality discounts. So very easy to do your garden up, you know, relatively cheap. These, they've had it this year. This is going to be the last time they're going to be out because they've broken. You can see they've slightly broken, but black pots I always love. These I bought from Ideal World. I'm not so sure whether they have them this year, but I think they're absolutely cracking. This I've had for years, and what I've done is I've painted it black and then distressed it with silver. The bay trees come from Ideal World, and I've just got my pots from Home Base, and I've just ordered them. So I've got the solar panel, the solar lights that are on like a copper wire, and they're like a little firefly, and I bought those to go around the tree. So actually at night those will actually be lit up as well, but they're on their way. And that's a fountain that actually does work and runs. We've had it for about 20 years or 18 years, but unfortunately Frankie Jack knocked the top off and broke it the other day, but it's easy fixable, so Gary will fix it. So that is the look of our garden. Gary having, get off. Gary having a beer. Oh, by the way, this is my treat for myself this year, because obviously it's been a bit difficult with lockdown with not having much money, but I actually treated myself to this. It's £150. and it's from the range, and it has a light at night, and it's beautiful. During the day it actually glistens like it's got glitter on it, and then when you're sat on the settee you can actually hear the water flowing. So it's great if you wanted to sit down and read a book during the day. Not that I can because we've got a 5-year-old, but it's great to be able to sit down. So that is my entire garden, how I like it to look. But obviously that's how we've set it up tonight, as if we had a dinner party, and I've done this today. It's probably taken me an hour or so to do it. We haven't got anybody coming round, of course, because of the coronavirus. However, that's how I would set it up for a dinner party. But realistically, tomorrow Frankie Jack will have all his toys out. The big paddling pool will be in the middle here, that's great big bright blue thing. He'll have his tractor back out, and he'll have his cardboard box. But I just wanted to show you, if we were having a dinner party and people were coming round, that is how I would set up my garden. So this is an aerial view to show you what it's like now the lights are on, the candles are lit, and it's going a little bit darker. The ambience of having lights and candles makes a difference. So welcome to our garden at night. I'm going to take you out through the doors now. So I'm now in the Bedouin tent, which is our conservatory, just about to go outside. So I'm going to turn you around and take you outside. It's going dusk now, so I think maybe the best time to film and show you what it looks like with all the electric and all the candles burning. So let's have a look at the ambience when it's all lit up at night time. Excuse me, but one of the dogs had taken a poo on the lawn. I thought that would make you giggle. I didn't know they'd done it, so I wasn't able to pick it up, but that is reality. When you've got animals, that's what they're gonna do.
thank you for watching. Thank you for spending all this time on my vlog. I hope you've loved it as much as I have, and the hard work Gary and I have put into this. It has been a great journey. Stay safe, stay well. I love you lots.